Hi viewers, welcome to the channel. This is Neela. In this video today we will explore what are powers and exponents. Okay, so you must have seen many questions like convert this number into standard form or on scientific notation. So first question is like why to write such a number or why standard form is required. We'll understand this by taking few examples. See, let's say a number is given to you. It is not in the standard form. So there are so many zeros. Anyone can do mistake while writing this number or while reading this number. So if I write the same number in the scientific form, it is very clear to understand. Okay, now take one more example. Let's say two numbers are given to you. Both are not in the standard form. So if the question is like which number is greater out of these two, you will take time in counting the zeros, and while counting zero, anyone can do mistakes. And if I write the same number in the standard form now, it is very clear that which number is greater. You can make out that 7.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 8 is greater, so it helps in calculation, and this form is widely used by the scientists for calculation or for assessing anything. Okay, so today we will explore power and exponents in this video. Let's start. See, we will understand powers and exponent by a simple conversation between mom and son. Now, after coming back from school, Arnav asked his mom, "Do you know the mass of Earth?" Mom replied, "Yes, I know." Then Arnav said, "Do you know, Mom, there are so many zeros?" Mom said, "Yes, I know, but you can convert it into more understandable form." Let's see how Mom converts it into a very simple and understandable form. Now, Arnav asked his mom, like, how will you convert it into more understandable form? Mom said, see how to place decimal in such given numbers. See, the given number is this. Now assume that there is a decimal at the end. Now you will move this decimal from this place to this place after 5. Okay, now how many digits comes in between? There are total 24 digits if you count them. So you can write the same number as 5.972 times 10 raised to the power 24. Since you are moving this decimal from right to left, so that is why you will write it as 10 raised to the power positive 24. Okay, and how many digits you are, by how many places you are shifting the decimal? By 24 places. That is why it is 10 raised to the power 24. Now let's first see the definition of standard form or scientific notation. See, it is a times 10 raised to the power n. See, value of a is very important here. It lies between 1 and 10. 1 is included here, but 10 is not included here. And n is an integer. It means n can be 0, 0 value, or positive or negative. Okay, now let's see the mass of Earth. It is written as 5.972 times 10 raised to the power 24. So it is in the form of a times 10 raised to the power n. If you see closely, 5.972, this value is less than 10, and the exponent 10 raised to the power 24. 24 is also an integer. It means this is the scientific form. See, the Arnav got so thrilled. He said, Mom, you made it so easy to understand. Mom said, now you get ready for another challenge. Now you convert the mass of sun in standard form. See, what is the mass of sun? This is the mass of sun in kg. So what Arnav did, he assumed that there is a decimal at the end. Now, the main thing is shifting of decimal here. So he will move this decimal from this place to this place. He wants to place it after 1. Okay, so how many digits are there in between? If you count, there are 30 digits. It means he will move this decimal from right hand side to the left hand side and he will move it by 30 places. So that is why he will write this number as 1.989 times 10 raised to the power 30. If you see closely, 1.989, this number is less than 10. It has to be less than 10. And if you check it, the power, it is 10 raised to the power 30. 30 is an integer. So this form is a scientific notation. Now let's consider one more number. See, the given number is this. Now you need to convert this number into the standard form. This is not in the standard form. So you will identify first where to place the decimal. Now look at the original position of the decimal first. See, it is here. Now you will place this decimal after 1. So it will become 1.1. because the value of the number has to be less than 10. Now, by how many places you are shifting the decimal and from where you are shifting the decimal. See, if you count them, you are moving the decimal 10 places from left to right. So whenever you move the decimal from left to right, that many places you will add in the exponent or in the power, and you will place minus sign there. So the number form will become 1.1 times 10 raised to the power minus 10. See, 1.1, if you see it is less than 10, it has to be between 1 and 10. And if you see power is minus 10, why? Because you have shifted the decimal 10 places to the right hand side. So this is the scientific notation form. Let's try one more number. See, the original number is 888.078. So the given number is not in the standard form. So the first thing is where to put this decimal. You need to put this decimal in such a way that the value should become less than 10. So if I place this decimal after 8, it will become less than 10. So what is the original position of decimal? See, it is here right now. Now, if I place it here, it will become 8.8 and the value 8.8 something is always less than 10. So by how many places you are shifting it? You are shifting the decimal by 2 places. And from where you are shifting, you are coming left to right or right to left. See, you are moving the by 2 places and you are moving from right to left. So whenever you move right to left, you always put plus sign. So it will become 8.8078 times 10 raised to the power 2. So always keep in mind that whenever you shift decimal from right to left, you will always put a plus sign in your exponent. So the given number is 8.8078. This value is less than 10. It is correct. Times 10 raised to the power 2, and 2 is also an integer. So this is the scientific notation form. Now we will see a few more questions. So the first is the distance from Earth to the Sun is 1496 times 10 raised to the power 8. So this figure which is given is not in the standard form. So write it in the standard form. See, first of all, write down the number. Now you will place decimal after 1. Okay, because you need to form this number less than 10. So by how many places you are shifting the decimal? So you are moving decimal 3 places to the left. It means you will add 3 to the exponent. If you see there is 8 in the power, so you will add 3 there. So the final number it will become 1.496 because you have moved the decimal. You have moved the decimal 3 places to the left. So you will add 3 to the 8 which is in power. So it will become 10 raised to the power 11. Now look at the next question. So the speed of light is 3 and then 8 times 0 meter per second. So how to convert? See, you will place decimal after 3. So you will shift this decimal from right hand side to the left hand side. And how many zeros are coming in between? Or you can say by how many places you are shifting the decimal. You are shifting it by 8 places to the left. Since you are moving it to the left, so it will be positive 8. So you will write it as 3 times 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Now, next question is the average diameter of a red blood cell is 0.000007 millimeter. Now, write this number into the standard form. See, again, the main thing is you need to shift the decimal. So, where is the decimal right now? It is at this position where you will place. So, you will place it after 7. Okay, now how many digits are coming in between and from where you are shifting? You are moving decimal 6 places to the right. When you move to the right, you always put negative sign. So it will become 7 times 10 raised to the power minus 6 millimeter. Okay, now see the next question. See, the average radius of the sun is 695,000 kilometer. Now convert this into standard form. So again, you will put decimal here. You will assume that there is a decimal at the end. Now you will shift this decimal from this place to this place. Now by how many places you are shifting? You are shifting 5 places to the left. Whenever you move towards left, you always put plus sign. So it will become 6.95 times 10 raised to the power 5 kilometer. Now we'll see how to do comparison when two numbers are given. See, first of all, always check whether the given number is in the standard form or not. If you look here, both the numbers are in standard form. So once the number are in standard form, then you will always compare them through the power. Look at the power. It is -7 of one number and -8 of the another number. We know that -7 is greater than -8. Okay, so that is why 7.2 times 10 raised to the power -7 is greater here. Okay, now see the another number. See in the second number also, if you see both the numbers are in the standard form, so no need to worry here. Always check the exponent now first. Now if you see the power here is same, so -7 -7. When the power are same, then you will look at the coefficient. See coefficient of one is 4.5 and the coefficient of other is 3.2. See 4.5 is greater than 3.2, so you will put greater sign there. So when power are same, then compare the coefficient. Always start comparing from the powers. Now look at the third number. So it is 9.5 times 10 raised to the power -6 and the other one is 2.1 times 10 raised to the power -5. You will straight away look at the power. See once the number are in standard form. See -6, -5. We know that -5 is greater in power. So you will write greater sign there. So 2.1 times 10 raised to the power -5 is greater here. Okay, so this is how you do the comparison. Now consider these numbers. Now, if you see 56 times 10 raised to the power -10, it is not in the standard form. So before comparing, always first convert the number into the standard form. Now, how you can write 56 times 10 raised to the power -10? It can be written as 56.0 times 10 raised to the power -10. Now, if it is 56, so you have to convert this number less than 10. So you will shift the decimal. It means for shifting, you will shift this decimal by one place from right hand side to the left. So whenever you move decimal from right to left, you will add 1 there in the exponent. So it will become 5.6 times 10 raised to the power -9. Now you can easily compare. See here also in both the cases exponents are same, powers are same -9 -9. So you will check the coefficient. Here in the coefficient one has 5.6 value, other has 3.4. So which one is greater? 5.6 is greater. So always keep in mind, first convert the number into standard form and then do the comparison. Now let's try this sum. By how much the sun is heavier than the earth? Now we have seen the mass of earth and we have seen the mass of sun. So how you do this comparison? You can write mass of sun over mass of earth. Now here we will take the mass of sun in approximation. It was 1.9, right? So we can write it as 2 times 10 raised to the power 30. And mass of earth also we will take in approximation. It is 6 times 10 raised to the power 24. Now, how to solve this division? See, 2 and 6, they will get cancelled because 6 comes in 2's table. So you can write 2 by 6 as 1 by 3. And 24 will go up and it will take a negative sign. So it will become 30 minus 24. So it can be written as 1 by 3 times 10 raised to the power 6. Now, when you divide 1 by 3, the division will never end. It will give you 0.333 times 10 raised to the power 6. So 0.33 is not the standard form. What you will do, you will shift the decimal. You will shift the decimal on the right hand side. So that is why it will become 3.3 times 10 raised to the power 5. And so you can say the mass of sun is 3.3 times 10 raised to the power 5 heavier than the earth. Now let's solve one challenge question here, a word problem. See, the speed of light is 3 times 10 raised to the power meter per second. How far does light travels in 5 minutes? So speed of light is given to you. Okay, let's see how to solve such question. Now you have to find the time it take, so how far light travels in 5 minutes. So you have to calculate in 5 minutes. So first thing is, see, unit has to be same. Speed of light is in meter per second. So you will convert these 5 minutes into second. So how to convert 5 minutes into second? We will simply multiply it by 60 because there are 60 seconds in minute. So in 5 minutes there will be 5 into 60 second. See, 5 into 60 second can be written as 300 second. And in 300 second, you will write in exponent form as 3 times 10 raised to the power 2 second. Now the question was, how far does light travels? See, it means you need to calculate the distance. See, distance is speed multiplied by time. So just write down the values here. What is speed? 3 times 10 raised to the power 8. What is time? 3 times 10 raised to the power 2. How to solve this multiplication? See, the 3 and 3 will give you 9. Okay. See, 3 multiplied by 3 will give you 9. And when the bases are same, then you can add the powers. So 10 raised to the power 8 times 10 raised to the power 2. How you solve it? Write 10 and then 8 plus 2, which will give you 10 raised to the power 10. Okay, now see further what will be the answer now. 3 times 3 will give you 9 and times 10 raised to the power 2 plus 8. So the answer is 9 times 10 raised to the power 10 meter. That much distance will be traveled by light in 5 minutes. See one more question which you can try now. A virus is 2.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 8 meter long. How many such viruses placed end to end would make 1 centimeter? So the first thing is always make unit same and then try to attempt this question. I shall be covering more such questions in my next video on powers and exponents only. And if this video helped you, please do like, subscribe and share my channel for more. Thank you for watching.